Tasha, I can't stand with you on this one. Okay, y'all, I have been anticipating SWV and Xscape reality show for over a month now, since I knew it was coming out. They didn't disappoint with the first night. Hands down, these are my two favorite R&B girl groups of all time. This is not going to be a traditional review where I take you step by step in what happened. I'm just going to kind of give you some context, give you my takeaways, and then I may have a question or two of you. For context, it starts out, SWV's manager is confronting them about doing a tour with Xscape since both of them are embarking upon their 30th year anniversary. So the two groups meet up at this restaurant to discuss whether or not a tour is even possible. You kind of already know that there's going to be a little bullshit because Candy, Tiny, and Tamika are talking about an incident that took place regarding Tamika and Candy getting locked out of a dressing room, Tasha leaving. I don't know all of the background story of that, but there were some text messages. It exchanged. Tasha felt like Tamika was fat shaming her. Tamika said something along the lines of, if you hadn't asked to kiss. Tamika said she wasn't fat shaming. She just said that's a figure of speech. Well, that's a lie because we all know that, Tasha didn't really have an ass. She doesn't now, and she hadn't had surgery to get one. So that's a little sore spot for her. So we'll give her that. But now when Xscape meets up with SWV to discuss the tour, Tasha's already coming in with a chip on her shoulder because her and Tamika are not really talking. So I get that, but I also know that family shit is family shit, business is business. When they get to the restaurant, Tasha has an attitude. Taj from SWV asked Tasha if she's okay, what's going on. Tasha was just like, I'm fine. I just, I don't know if I'm going to want to do the tour because we have some issues to iron out. Okay. Now let me just pause and say, I am happy that the issue is not between Candy and Tasha for once. So SWV is basically trying to be big sisters, talk them through their problems. SWV is showing you that they went through all of the crap that girl groups go through and they lost a lot of money. They could have been making money the whole time, but because they were fighting at one point, they lost a lot of money. They've grown since then, and they realize even if we're upset with each other, we make money together. Words to live by is don't fuck up the money. And Tasha, because she has been the lead singer of Xscape, I think she kind of wears that like a badge of honor so she can threaten that she's not going to perform with the group, knowing that the four of them are really strong together. Now, I will say this. I don't think that Tasha has ever recovered from 1999 when the group dismantled and she was supposed to get her solo deal and that opportunity was taken away from her. I think she's been chasing that for 20 plus years now, trying to get to a position to where she can prop herself up as a solo artist. Tasha has a beautiful voice, but I don't think that she has it. I think you have to have it to stand alone as a solo artist. It's no knock on her, but I just feel like sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and say, let me be the Diana Ross of the group versus trying to struggle and be Diana all by myself because everybody can't be Diana. And this is no knock to Tasha because I feel like all of them are better as a group dynamic. They can all create solo projects, but I think if they're striving for the success that the group has yielded, I think it would be difficult for any of them to have a solo career that matches that of the group. So we get to the end, which was really the real big part of the show. Tasha and Tamika, the two sisters of Xscape, meet up at their mom's house. Now, Tamika lets us know that the mom has always favored Tasha. And right away, I could see that the mom did kind of favor Tasha. It seems like their personalities are a little bit more in sync in terms of maybe how they conduct themselves. The greeting was different. The mom greeted Tasha a certain way and then she greeted Tamika a certain way. So you can kind of already see that she loves both of her children, but she'll probably lean towards Tasha more so than Tamika. We find out Tamika is accusing Tasha and Tasha's husband, Rocky, of stealing money from her. Back when the group dismantled, along the way at some point, I think it was Tiny's mom that let Tamika know that there was some royalty check she should have gotten. Well, Tamika didn't get it. Not sure how she found out, but she found out that the checks were being sent to Tasha and that they were being deposited into one of Rocky's bank accounts. Tasha denies this. Tamika was very upset about it. Like, she was Tamika was hot. And Tasha just kept repeating, girl, you don't have no money to take. You don't have no money to take. It felt very much like the truth is somewhere, and it wasn't in Tasha. We needed more context. Like, you can't just say you don't have any money to take. Okay, give me something else. Like, tell me why. Give me evidence that you had nothing to do with this. Because just to say that Tamika is lying and, you know, she don't have nothing to take, that's not enough. This girl is hurt. $30,000 is a lot of money. If you love your sister, you need to show your sister that you had absolutely nothing to do with it. So whatever evidence that Tamika has, you need to dispute it in a way that she's able to know without a shadow of a doubt that you had nothing to do with it. Because just looking at it, and I know editing has a lot to do with stuff, but just looking at it as a viewer, it seemed very suspect. So y'all, that's my takeaway. This was more lengthy than I thought, but what do y'all think? First of all, do you think that Tasha had anything to do with taking Tamika's royalty checks? And do you think that the mom favors Tasha over Tamika?